Welcome to In the Back of My Mind, the podcast where visionaries, voice professionals, soul-driven creators, and the curious stop playing small, not just by thinking different, feeling different, or sounding different, but by truly being and embodying the greatest version of themselves. I'm Natascha Bach, voice instructor, author, and transformational coach. Did you know that every time you sing, you're reshaping your brain? I know, it sounds wild, but it's true. And whether you sing in the shower, hum to yourself on a walk, or perform on a stage, you're building new pathways in your mind. Pathways that make you sharper, happier, more resilient, even more confident. In today's episode, we are diving into singing and how it lights up your brain, boosts your mood, strengthens your memory, and yes, can even ripple out into helping you have better relationships, better health, and more success in your life. We're going to break down the science. We'll also talk about the incredible work of Dr. Joe Dispenza, who teaches how your brain is always changing and how singing can be a part of that change. I'm going to share with you a little piece of my own personal journey with singing, and I'm going to share with you why this topic is part of my larger life mission that I've been given. Let's dive in. How singing works lighting up your whole brain. Let's paint a picture. When you sing, whether it's a lullaby to your baby, or your favorite song in the car, or a scale in the practice room, your brain doesn't just use one little corner to make that happen. It's more similarly aligned to a grand symphony of brain areas working together. And scientists have seen that singing fires up the parts of your brain that are for sound and hearing, breathing and movement, language and words, and emotion and memory. Singing requires whole brain engagements, simultaneous coordination of breathing, vocalization, and hearing all at the same time. Elements like melody and rhythm are processed in different brain circuits, the right or the left, so that all of your neural systems, your motory, your sensory, your emotional, and your systems for analysis, those are all activated at the same time. This intensive engagement is going to strengthen the pathways in your brain. Music literally rewires your brain for creativity and emotional well-being. And it's kind of like a full body workout, but for your mind. And just like working out builds stronger muscles, singing really does build stronger connections in your brain. Neuroplasticity is your brain's superpower. It's just a fancy word, neuroplasticity, meaning that your brain is always changing, it's always learning, and it's always adapting. And this leads us into the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza, who I love. He explains it like this. Every time that you have a new thought, or you learn a new skill, or you try something different, like singing, you can create new pathways in your brain. And the more you use those new pathways, the stronger they get. Singing can literally rewire your brain. And here's what the researchers found out. People who sing regularly have better memory and sharper language skills. Singing strengthens your connection between both sides of your brain, and it helps you think more clearly and creatively. And it can really help people recover their speech after a stroke, and that's really powerful and amazing, isn't it? Your voice can be medicine for your brain. You know that happy feeling that you get when you're belting out your favorite song? That's not just in your head. Well, kind of it is. But, you know, when you sing, your brain releases all of these feel-good chemicals. Dopamine, which is our motivation and pleasure chemical. It releases endorphins, which are the natural pain relief and joy boosters. Oxytocin, which is our connection hormone, making us feel bonded to other people. And it's no wonder why people love singing in choirs. Even humming to yourself for 5 minutes a day is proven to lower your stress hormones. You don't need to actually take singing lessons or be on stage to get the benefits of singing or humming. Here's a little bit about my personal story and how singing rewired more than just my voice. And I'm going to be really honest, there was a season when my inner critic was really loud and I didn't get accepted for some positions that I auditioned for. And I just really was doubting myself and I was doubting my voice and I was doubting my career choice. But singing always my reset button. I would sing and that would calm me down and it would make me feel good. But I didn't know why. I just knew that I loved singing and I was a singer. But then, after a really stressful period in my life, I actually lost my voice and I had to rehab my voice. And it took me 3 years to properly retrain my singing voice in a healthier way. And it was truly a gift. But little by little, I felt like, oh, I was learning something new, something that I didn't know before, when I thought I did know a lot about singing because I was a voice instructor and I was a voice professional and a singer. But it was through the process of relearning it that my confidence started to come back. And now, when I sing, I have learned that it's not just about practicing the music. I'm also practicing building a stronger, calmer, more resilient me. And as a career voice instructor, the number one area of transformation that I have witnessed in people who come to me to train their voice is an increase in confidence, which leads me to my mission. As I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, singing is part of my life mission, but it's not the entire mission. Because I'm a voice instructor, and because my whole career has been focused around voice, it's just my area of expertise. And what I have come to experience is that time and again, as soon as people find out that I'm a voice instructor or that I'm a singer, they are so quick to dismiss or diminish their own singing voice. I don't sing anymore. I can't sing. Or I was never really good at singing. Or they would say, you really don't want to hear me sing. So many people, no matter their age, young or old, have a really negative storyline about their singing voice. And it's usually because something negative happened or someone said something early on. It's a muscle. And just like all other muscles, you can train it. And you don't have to train it so that you can stand on a stage and sing for an audience or give a speech. You can train your singing voice because you know it's just an extension, a natural part of who you really are. And it's part of how you express yourself. And it's really important not to shut down this part of your body or any other part with negative self-talk. Singing is just a fantastic way to release emotions, and emotions are meant to be moved. Emotion. If singing was something you did naturally as a child, you can rediscover that love for it again today. Now, noting the incredible benefits for your brain and your other body systems. The ripple effect for singing and your whole life. It's not just about music. Because when your brain is working, it just works better. And your memory sharpens at work, with your kids, in your everyday life. And then your confidence grows in meetings or in your relationship, and your stress drops, which means better health, better sleep, better mood. And studies show that the social bonds from singing, whether it's in a choir or just singing with friends and family at a holiday, it can ease your loneliness and it can boost your sense of belonging. When you sing, you're not just using your voice, you are rewiring your brain. You are boosting your health. You are strengthening your relationships, and you're opening a door to more confidence in every area of your life. Let's do a quick recap why singing is just brain magic. Singing lights up your whole brain. Your memory, your emotion, your language systems, your movement. It builds new pathways. Thanks to your brain's natural ability to change, it releases those feel-good chemicals, dopamine, endorphins, oxytocin. Singing lowers your stress and boosts your confidence. It strengthens social bonds and a feeling and sense of belonging. And the best part, it's accessible to everyone. Right now. Yes, right now. If you think you can't sing, think again. I have a little invitation for you. Today, I want to invite you to sing. Just a little. Hum for 5 minutes in the shower. Sing along to the radio. Or belt out your favorite song while you're driving down the road. And know that you're not just making music. You are literally reshaping your brain for joy, for confidence, and well-being. And if it sparked your curiosity, I'm going to be sharing more in future episodes about music, mindset, and creating the life you want. One thought, one note, one moment at a time. And if you're really ready to let go of your I can't sing narrative, I invite you to come join me. I have a weekly online group singing lessons where you will release those old, worn-out beliefs and replace them with developing new beliefs about how amazing your singing voice really is, and enjoy how good it feels to sing. Thanks for being here. I will see you on the next episode of In the Bach of My Mind, where we're going to explore intention and how intention rewires your life for success.